Ohio, and I'm here to bring you my Tuesday video. I'm here a little bit late on Tuesday. Just got caught up doing some things and helping my husband learn the computer, so we were back there a little bit longer than what I had hoped to be, but that's okay. Gives him something to do, and that's what we're looking for, him something to do. So how is everybody? I hope everybody is okay and that everything's going good for your week and things like that. And I'm glad that you've stopped to see my video. So I am just going to tell you a few things about Stampin' Up. We have free shipping starting tomorrow for 3 days, the 18th, 19th, and 20th, for a $75 order or more. So what that means is order $75, you get free shipping. And also, if you order that $75, you can get the product of the month for $5. And I'm going to be using that paper tonight. Then another thing, if you did do that and order the $75, I have an offer for $50, a free with $50 purchase on, you get a video and 2 PDFs. There's 7 of us that work together. So, I really haven't looked at those for this month yet, so I like to be surprised too, but I would love for you to order that, and I'd be more than happy to place an order for $50 or $75 so you can get the free shipping and stuff like that. And then I would send you that out soon, okay? And then another thing, if you want to spend $99, you could join Stampin' Up, get the new Stampin' Positioner for free, which is a $49 value. You wouldn't be able to you get free shipping on that order anyway. But I don't know that if you can get the product of the month or not. Not real sure about that. But you would get a $49 free item plus the $125 worth of merchandise and your free shipping. And I would send you this kit. Not kit, but the PDF and link to the video for you to watch. So that is all of my news. And I do have a PDF for my card tonight. I'll show that to you real quick. And then we'll get started. So don't forget, though, you got 3 days to do free shipping. I want to make sure everybody knows about that. And it's got to be a $75 order if you're in the U.S. Canada is $100. I don't know about the other markets. Sorry. Don't know about that. So I am going to switch my camera down, put my big old hand in the way. There we go. Then we're going to go down this way and go down this way. And there is my PDF for my cards. I am going to show you that paper. I'm going to actually refresh my monitor so I can see what this video looks like myself. As we're going along, it helps me look and be able to see if we are in focus or if we are not, and we're kind of close. And there we go. Facebook is much different than YouTube on this stuff. So here's my PDF. It gives you all the what I used. Excuse me, I've got a yawn tonight. And it also gives you the cutting directions, and here's some directions about putting this together. This is over on my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP. If you don't belong to that, you can go and join it. You have to join it. Of course, that's free and everything. And then you can go into the featured section or the files section, and all of my PDFs are there. And there's lots and lots of them. There's probably, I would say, maybe 200 and something PDFs in there now. So anyway, you would be able to pull this one if you like this card. Here is our, I'm looking to see what I did with my paper. Here is our cards that we did. If you notice, they're all made the same way. These are with the same paper, and then this one was with different. paper that's in there, and I think it's right here. Okay, so here's what we have. I'm going to pull it out. It's really, really pretty. There's this one, and it has the flowers on the back, and that is what I used on the 2 cards, which are this and this one. And then this one I did not use yet. And you get 3 pieces of each one of these in here. And that's got the blues and the greens. Then we have, I am using this one tonight. And it is this with the Lost Lagoon. So we're going to be using that. And then this one is the one I did with the blues right here, because it's this side and this side. So, very pretty paper. I love it. I wish we could buy more of it, because I would be first in line, I think, because I really like it. I can't wait to do some more cards with it, because it's going to be really, really pretty stuff. Pretty stuff. There we go. So we got that back in order. That's a good thing. And sorry you have to see my finger. It's getting much better. I had to have my fingernail removed last Tuesday, but I've been letting this air out because where it has gotten wet, and I didn't bandage it back up yet because I want air to get to it. It was all white and yucky looking. So, and I forgot to bandage it before I started this. Look at me flapping my hands in the film. That's crazy. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to move these to the side. I will tell you the sizes of the paper that I used as I go along, and you can write them down if you want, or you can wait and go get the PDF. I'm looking for my ink pad that I want. I don't think I found it. I don't know that I'm going to use that one or a different one, though. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we're going to do 2 cards. So I have these, and actually, even though I'm going to use the ones, I'm going to do different colors of cardstock. So we have our card 5.5 by 8.5, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and hold this down, find my little scraper thing I like to use. Tell you what, I get lost without that thing. That's crazy. And then I'm going to do the same to this one. So we're going to have our cards folded and ready to use as soon as I get everything ready for them. So I hope everybody's had a good week so far. I know it's the beginning of the week, but I hope that you've had a good week and you've got to do some crafting and just things like that. Do fun things. So here's our 2 cards. I'm going to turn them the right way because I would be the first one to do them the wrong way. I'm going to bring in the 2 biggest pieces. They are measured, the colored cardstock is 5 1/4 by 4. And these are done with an embossing folder, just a real subtle print. It's the Beautiful Pattern one. It's what it's called. And it just gives a really subtle look. And it is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So I am just gluing these so that we can put them down. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put them on my card because there's nothing special that's going to get done to these. So I really don't have to worry about that. Okay, so here we go with this one. Let's go ahead and glue it on its card front. Goodness gracious. I'm being awfully quiet. That's usually not me. I better start speaking up. Better start speaking up. I had a lazy day today. That's probably why I feel so tired. I mean, I helped my husband and stuff, but I sure didn't do anything like strenuous. That was not in my vocabulary. Not in things I wanted to do today. Didn't even fix dinner. We had leftovers. I'm not a big leftover person, but if it gets me out of cooking, I'm good with it. Or let me say I've learned to be good with it. So there we go with all of that. Now we're going to bring in our pieces of cardstock, which measures, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to say these measurements first, and then I'll get it right. These are 2.5 by 1 3/4. These are 2 5/8 by 1 7/8. See, I had to say it that way, and I don't know that I cut that right. I think I cut these wrong. But if I did, I didn't cut that one wrong. I didn't cut that one wrong. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut this one down instead of cutting a whole new one of these. Just need to take a hair off of that. So let me do that just real quick. He says that cards have to be done totally like what the directions say, right? So anyway, there's these three, and let's go ahead and put these down. I cut that piece of Lost Lagoon, that's the color of cardstock I'm using, and I cut that piece wrong. I cut it the size of the paper on one edge, so that's where I goofed up. We all make mistakes, right? If you've never made a mistake in making cards, then you are my hero. Because I probably make a mistake every time I make a card, but who's counting them, right? And I've made a lot of cards this week for some classes, upcoming classes and stuff. So there's for that card. We're going to leave those lay there just for a second. And we're going to bring these in and see if I made a mistake on these. Here again, these are 2 5/8 by 1 7/8. These are 2.5 by 1 3/4. I'm making this so it looks kind of real subtle looking. I like real soft colored cards. I think they're so pretty. So pretty. So let's go ahead and do this. Whoops. Without moving it around so much. There we go. These cards go together pretty quick. They would make a great card to do like an assembly line with, because you could take a pack of DSP where all the colors pretty well match, cut them up into the sizes you need, and just start putting them together. Then you could decorate an embellishment after that. So here's that one, and here is this one. So let's go ahead and put these on. We'll do these first. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have one here, and then one here, and one here. So it showcases our colors a lot. Sticking to my fingers, so I'm going to have to go ahead and glue them down. Let's do that. And you don't have to be real precise because you're kind of staggering them anyway. So that's up to you how far apart and stuff you want to put them. And you just want to make sure you press those down on this paper that's been embossed. Or you can take a block and just lay on those and let them dry for a second. You can do that either way. If you're going on to something else, you can just go ahead and lay that block down. Now this card I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to take this one and lay it down. And then I'm going to bring this one in and put it on top. And you can see I did that with this one also as compared to these. And it just shows your middle one a little bit more. There again, I'm going to rub those for a minute. I'll transfer my block to that one. Bring this one back in. I have two circles, and I use the, did I leave them over there? Oh. I have all my stuff laying here, there, and everywhere. So, it's a good thing my basement's not real big. I use the stylish shape, and I use the third one from the largest one, this one right here, to do my sentiment with. So we did that. And then the die cuts I'm going to use, I used from the Greenery Lane dies. And I used these little flowers here, and I used this leaf. So we're going to be using that. And then this Just a Little Hello. You might not have seen that before. It's in this Cutest Crew with the dogs and the cats and the birds and just all kinds of little stuff. It's so much fun. So that is what I used on my cards today. So let's bring these in, and I think I don't want to use Petal Pink on this. I'm going to use Lost Lagoon because Petal Pink is just too light. So we're going to use Lost Lagoon because that is the color of the paper there. I already have my stamp on a block. How convenient was that? So I'm just inking it, make sure I got it inked up well. And I'm going to stamp it. I like it on that one. And let's see, we'll do the same for this one. And there we go for that one. So that is our stamping that we had to do. Wasn't a lot today, but that's okay. We made a cute card. Doesn't matter. So we're going to close our stamp pad up. I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them on some, put some dimensionals on them so that I can put them on my card. Oops. There we go. And you all know I like to color the back of my dimensionals so that when I pull these off, then I can just put them on my card. So we're going to put this one here. What do you think so far? Do you like them? Or it's a nice way to use up DSP. And you know me, I say that every week when I use it. And then I'm going to put this one over a little bit since I got these posted lines. There we go. So now let's bring in our die cuts, which I already have done for us. I have a vellum leaf and a pink leaf that I'm going to put on this one. And then I'm going to put a Lost Lagoon leaf and the vellum leaf here. And then I have some flowers for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how far this will go in. I tuck it in under where my... do I want to put it over here? I don't know where I want to put it. I think I'll just put it right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some glue, little bit of glue on a few of the leaves down here just to hold it down as I stick it in here. And then I'll just press on that. Then I'm going to bring in my vellum leaf and I'm going to add some glue to it. And when I do that, I'm going to add it in the same place, but angle it just a little bit differently. I can get it going in there. Okay, now we'll do these leaves. Do the same thing. You can add these just wherever we think looks the best on our card, which is great. I might try to go to this side now. And I am going to, on this one, I'm going to trim these up just right here. And when this glue dries on here, as long as you don't have a ton of it, it's not going to show. And I am going to stick this one like right in here. Ah, well, I did. I meant well with that. I don't think my little thing meant well, but everything else meant well. Well, come on, what'd you do? Oh, I cut that apart, so I better make sure I have glue on both the sides of it, because I cut it apart. But why isn't that going in there straight? I messed it up. And so what I can do with this, because this one does not want to lay down, I'm just going to add a dot, just a teeny tiny dot And I'm going to glue that to that leaf right there. And you will not even see that when that's all dried and done. Now we're going to put some flowers on here. And I think what I'm going to do is, first of all, I want to make sure that they're all turned over the right way, so that the top is on top. And I ended up having this flower thing on with some vellum behind it. So I cut out some vellum flowers, but I was not going to use them, but I might. Since they're there, you might as well utilize what you get. We'll see. Okay, got them all turned up to the right side, because what I'm going to do is I want to see what this one would look like over here. It's got a little bit of that up in here. I don't know. But what I'm going to do over here, I picked up my little flower, and I'm going to put one of these here with one of my little ones. And that way I know exactly where the glue is and where this needs to go. And over here, I am going to do glue. And then I'm going to do another one. And I'm just going to put blue on this one. Let's see about putting a vellum one over. I don't know. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open up the inside, and I'm going to put 2 on the inside. So I'll just take and do this. Oops, stay there. I said stay there. Stay there. Y'all talk to your cards, I talk to my cards. Heck, I talk to the cat, I talk to the cards, I'll talk to the wall. Doesn't matter. I just like to talk. So we're going to put those on the inside there, and then over here we'll put some more. And it's just to give a little color and bring the outside of our card to the inside. Just gives it a little more oomph, if you will. So there we go. Now we are going to add our embellishments, and we will be done. Okay. Hope I want this for my embellishments. And I'm going to take these iridescent pearls, and I'm going to add these right here to the center of the flower. Put it on the vellum flower. Those 3 flowers, and then I'm just going to take and add 2 of these big ones. And I think I'm going to put them right up here. So there we have 5 little jewels on there. Now let's take this one. We'll do the little ones again. And we'll put 3 of the bigger ones to the outside. So I think I'm going to put them up here. That's a big one and a little one. because that's just what I picked up. And then I think I will do a big one right there. So there's our cards. What do you think? Do you like that? I hope so. I think they were fun to do, and I think they would go over great with any type of DSP that you would want to use. So here's all of them done up. A lot of cards. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. I want you to remember that we're having the free shipping, $75 or more, starting tomorrow and going through Friday. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday that you can take advantage of that. And then you'll get the other things that, like the link to the video and 2 PDFs for me. And then you can also take advantage of the product of the month for $5. So there you go. I just wanted to let you guys all know that. I hope that you have a great night, since I'm doing this in the evening. And I hope that you can be creative whenever you can, and that you're safe and you just have a great week. We will see you all later. Bye.